Welcome back to the world that was, and today's battle, it's a heavyweight boxing match. It's the Orcs taking on the Ogres. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us for today's battle. Two sides who definitely have a lot more brawn than brains. It's Orcs and Goblins taking on the Ogre Kingdoms. Start by seeing what scenario we are playing today. It is 3, which is Battle for the Pass. So we'll be playing down the length of the table today. With that, let's take a look at both the armies.
This is a 2,000 points of orcs, led by a black orc war boss with an armour of silvered steel, opal amulet, and a sword of battle. I have a level 4 orc great shaman with a dispel scroll and talisman of endurance. He knows gaze of Mork, the hand of Gork, here we go, and foot of Gork. For heroes, I have a Goblin Big Boss on Giant Spider and an Orc Big Boss Battle Standard Bearer with great weapon and glittering scales. Core is 2 units of Forest Goblin Spider Riders, both the same, just as they come, and then a unit of 32 Savage Orc Biggins with additional hand weapons and full command. I then have 20 Black Orcs carrying the Banner of Eternal Flame and 2 Goblin Spear Chuckers. In rare, I have a Doom Diver Catapult, 2 Mangler Squigs, and a unit of 6 River Trolls.
This is 2,000 points on the nose of Ogre Kingdoms, led by a Slaughtermaster. He's got a great weapon, level 4, armor silvered steel, and the Talisman of Preservation on him. He knows Spine Marrow, Bone Crusher, Tooth Cracker, and Troll Guts. Got the Bruiser Battle Standard Bearer. He is carrying the Banner of Eternal Flame, so then he's just got a great weapon and heavy armor. And we have a Fire Belly today. Additional hand weapon on him. He's only level 1 and he's carrying the Dispel Scroll. In core, got a unit of 9 Iron Guts, full command on them, standard discipline, and a Lookout Noblar. And we've also got just a unit of 3 Bulls on their own, just with Iron Fists. Special, unit of 6 Lead Belchers. They have a Bellower, and there's 3 Mournfang Cavalry upgraded with heavy armor and Iron Fists. There is a Musician in there. 2 Saber Tusks as 2 separate units. And in rare today, we have the Stonehorn. He doesn't come out very often. I think he's very overpriced for what he actually manages to do, but he doesn't get played a lot. And wanted to bring something a little bit different. So that is 2,000 points on the nose of Ogre Kingdoms. And here we are with both armies arrayed for battle. Starting off with the Orcs and Goblins. Spider Riders out on the flank with the Goblin Big Boss. Doom Diver behind. Both the Mangler Squigs. River Trolls. Black Orcs. The other 3 characters are in there. Shaman in the second rank. Got the Black Orc Big Boss and the BSB in the front. Got the unit of Savage Orc Biggins and the other Spider Riders out on the flank. We've got 1 Spear Chucker behind them, 1 Spear Chucker up on the top of this Wizard Tower. That's it for the Orcs and Goblins. Let's take a look at the Ogres. And looking at the Ogre Kingdoms deployment, little unit of 3 Ogres out on that flank with the Lead Belchers next to them. got the big unit of Iron Guts. Again, all 3 characters are in that unit. BSB, Slaughtermaster, and the Firebelly. Stonehorn guarding their flank. Mournfangs looking down the other side of the table. And the 2 Sabertusks out on the opposite side. That's it for the Ogres. We'll roll off to see who's going to get the first turn. Ogres are getting the +1, so I get a 2, which becomes a 3, and the Orcs, what have you rolled there? A 6. Take it, Orcs are going to go first. Yeah, okay, I think there'll be Vanguard moves for the Spider Riders, and we'll come back when Orc movement is complete. Start of Orcs turn 1. The Vanguard moves have been done. The 2 units of Spider Riders moving up, and the Goblin Big Boss on his Spider 2. Means it's time for some animosity checks. Where do you want to start with? On this side?
Yep.
Okay. First roll. Okay, they failed. We will roll again. Let's see what they've actually done then. Let's see what they're doing. Oh no, it's another 1. So it's not actually too bad for them. It's the getting result where they basically have a fight with another unit, but there aren't any other animosity units within 12 inches. So they are just going to sit there, which is a little bit annoying for you because you can't move, charge, or do anything else with them this turn. But there we go. Let's keep trying then. So your next unit is going to be the Savage Orcs. Oh, come on. What have they done? It's a 6. They will show them. I think that's where they're going to charge towards the nearest enemy unit, which is probably going to be my Sabertusk. We'll get those ones done in a second. We'll just roll for your last unit of Spider Riders over on that side. Hey, they've actually passed. Okay, that's the animosity done. We'll get the Savage Orcs moved, get the rest of the movement done. Orc movement is complete. There were no charges. The unit here, after making their move, having failed the animosity, had to declare a charge, but they were not within charge range, even on double 6, so they got to move normally. The trolls passed their stupidity test thanks to the general being next to them. Manga Squigs have gone forward. Pretty much everything's gone forwards, really, isn't it? The Goblin Spider Rider Big Boss has come to make a nuisance of himself up here. The woods, we've rolled for those, they were just normal wood. So all in all, pretty straightforward for the Orcs. Let's move on to the magic phase and see how strong the winds are blowing. Okay, and my channel attempt. No, not for me. Can you channel? No.
Starting with 5 dice on the Hand of Gork.
Okay. Not irresistible, but not bad. We're on 10, 14, 18. Good. I don't really want you picking any of those up. I'm going to 6 dice dispel. Yeah. 10, 16, 18, 22 dispelled.
Okay, and I'm going to do 2 dice on the Gaze of Mork.
Okay. 6, 10, yeah, that one's cast. There's nothing I can do about that. It's a line 4d6, isn't it? So let's see how far you go. Not very. 5, 8 inches. That's going to hit absolutely nothing. Okay, that's the end of magic. Let's come back for some shooting.
Okay, I'm starting with a Doom Diver, going on to his head.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those games. Roll your dice. See what you've done to yourself. It's 5. So he hits the first thing in his line towards this unit, which is going to be this unit of Spider Riders. They've not had a good start to the game either, really, have they? D6 strength 5 hits on them. Oh, just 2. Okay, I'll roll to wound you. On 2s. Huh, only 1. You've got off quite lightly. Quite lightly with that one there. Okay, let's see if your Spear Chuckers are going to fare any better. Spear Chucker on the Wizard Tower is shooting down into the unit of Iron Guts, looking for a 5 to hit. Oh, it has. Well done. Okay, strength 6, toughness 4. Looking for a 2 to wound the first guy. Oh no, oh no. Okay, do you know what you're doing with your second one?
Same again.
Okay, again looking for a 5 to hit. No hits there. Okay, that's the end of shooting, and that is going to be the end of the Orcs' turn there. Not overly successful. Animosity, failed magic, and not brilliant shooting. Ogre movement phase is complete, didn't have any charges, didn't have to test for Frenzy, the Stonehorn was too far away to be able to charge anything. Anyway, Saber Tusks have both gone to make a nuisance of themselves up here with the Mournfang moving up behind. The Stonehorn is one of the only ones that sort of really moved forwards. Other units have all shuffled a bit and the Bulls have run up on that flank. Takes us on to Magic. It's, okay, 8. Can I get a channel? Nope, no channel for me. Shall try hers. I'll have a think what spells I'm going to cast. Opening the Magic, 4 dicing Toothcracker onto my own unit down there. It is cast on an 8, 10, 15, 19. That's going to give me +1 toughness.
I'm happy to let that go.
Okay. And just try my law attribute. There, yep. So I'm on a +1 for my next attempt. He's got 6 dice. Right, we're gonna 4 dice, a mid-level fireball down onto this one here, because I think he's gonna cause me the most. Yeah, we'll go for the 2d6. So it's cast on a 10. Not a brilliantly high roll. We're on 5, 10. It's only an 11. What do you want to do with that?
4 dice.
Oh, that's all my dice, to be fair, actually. So you might as well throw all 6, I guess. Yeah, that's been dispelled. Harpoon launcher from the Stonehorn going down into this front Mangler Squig, hitting on a 5 due to him counting being in soft cover. Nope, he misses. And then I'm just going to open up on your Goblin boss with my lead belchers, who is absolutely blasted off the face of the battlefield. With it, that's the end of turn 1 for the Ogres. Orcs turn 2, starting with Animosity, Savage Orcs. Oh, where have you rolled that? 6, yeah, they've passed. Okay, and the unit of Spider Riders down here, they've passed as well. Do we have any charges?
Indeed. Go from a Spider Riders into your Saber Tusk.
Okay, I will hold.
And my Spider Riders on this side going into your Ogres.
Okay, I will hold for both. I don't think you can actually fail either because you're way too close. We'll get them moved. You're going to have to do a leadership test for these guys then due to them having Frenzy. So 7, yep, they are fine. They can do what you want, which ain't going to be a whole lot with where he's placed. Movement phase is complete. Charges have both gone in as they couldn't fail. Bangler Squigs have both gone. This guy's just shy of the Stonehorn. Other one making a nuisance of himself in the middle. River Trolls pass their stupidity again thanks to the general next to them. Haven't gone too far. There is a gap in between these Bangler Squigs there, which this big unit could potentially get a charge through. So they've not gone too far forward, about 14 inches, so it'd be 8, 9 charge-ish. We'll double check the measurements. Black Orcs moving around. And the Savage Orcs, a little bit stuck by the Saber Tusk, have just reformed and shuffled backwards slightly, just to prepare for probably a charge coming in next turn. Let's go on to the Winds of Magic. How strong are they blowing? 7, and try your channel. There's not one for me. Ooh, not one for you, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do 5 dice on the Hand of Gork.
Okay. Oh, it's irresistibly cast. It's done. Okay. Who were you casting that one on?
Oh, no, that one.
The Mangler Squig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's cast. You get to reposition him anywhere within 3d6. So let's see how far you get to redeploy him. 10 inches. Okay. We'll let Charlotte think where she wants to put that, and then we'll roll for the miscast. Mangler Squig has been positioned right in front of that unit to certainly prevent the charge and make a nuisance of himself, and it was a calamitous detonation that she rolled on the miscast. 4 Black Orcs were slain. Both the Shaman and the Black Orc Big Boss have also taken wounds from that as well. Their ward saves failing to protect either of them. That's it for Magic. So, shooting. What do you want to shoot first?
A Doom Diver.
Yeah, where's he going?
Here he goes.
Where are you aiming for?
Into the Ogres.
The lead poachers, yep, okay.
Belchers, sorry.
Same one as last time, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you've not bad, and then you get your glide back in. Yep, you should easily have hit that unit, and we'll see how many models you get. Only 2 strength 5 hits were rolled for. Both of them did manage to wound, so one ogre's down to 1 wound. Both of the spear chuckers have fired. Both of them missed. That's it for shooting, so we'll do the combat. Spiders and their riders have swung first, did fail their fear check, so that really, really affected them. They didn't get any wounds back. Ogres have swung and slashed back, managed to get 6 wounds through. Do have mounted and shields, so you're looking for 6s to save these guys here. You need at least 3.
Come on.
2? No, but that's still 4 wounds. Those 4 are destroyed, and I will reform round to face those, I think, in a minute. We'll get the one resolved over on that side, and then it's going to be ogres, turn 2. Moving into Ogre's turn 2. The combat over here, the Saber-Tusk was beaten, he lost a wound, failed his break test, turned around and fled. Because the unit broke, that meant the other Saber-Tusk then turned around and also legged it. So it's opened up the way for me there. Charges, I'm going to be charging the Savage Orcs with my Mournfang. You don't get any choice but to hold due to Frenzy. I don't have any other charges. I will have to test the Stonehorn because I don't really want him running into that Mangler Squig if I can help it. So test with the Stonehorn. 7, yeah, with my General's leadership down here. That is a pass. Okay, let's roll for the Mournfang. See whether or not they're making it in. I haven't measured up, not sure what we need yet, but with a 9 plus my movement of, I think it's 7 into it, so 16, they should easily be in. Try and rally these guys. Don't think it's going to happen. The first one down here, he's fleeing. 4! He's actually rallied. And the one behind, 6. No, not for him. He's going to keep fleeing and force his way off the side of the board through the impassable terrain. Get the other one rallied, get those moved, and get the rest of my movement done. So Ogre movement is complete. Mournfang made it into their charge. Oh, yeah, these guys have both just backed up a little bit. Ogre's just staying out of the woods. And these two have both started moving around. A bit of a pincer movement coming down on this flank. Winds of Magic. This time, not brilliant. It's 4. But I do get a channel, putting me on 5. Let's shall try here. Let's have a think what I'm going to cast first. Going for a 4 dice mid-range fireball on this Mangler that's directly in front of my unit. Oh, irresistible. Dang. Okay, well, it's cast. 2d6 strength 4 hits for 5. I think you need toughness 4, so looking for 4s to kill. Oh, we'll call that one a cocked one. Come on, I need this. Yes. Well, that's that one. So that's him destroyed. I think he's only got 3 wounds. Oh, let's see what my Firebelly's done to himself. Oh dear. 1 ogre slain, more wounds carried over. The Slaughtermaster and the BSP both take wounds on that hit, as did the Firebelly himself. But that's the least of his worries, because on a 1, 2, 3, he is removed from the game. Oh, phew. Okay, he is staying put, and we lose d6 dice from the pool. I've only got 1 left. 1. There we are. End of my magic phase. Okay, at least we got rid of a Mangler Squig. Not quite sure if it was entirely worth the cost, but at least he's gone. Do shooting. It's going to be the lead belchers shooting down into your river trolls. You get 6d6 shots. Ooh, that's quite nice. Managed to translate that into 11 hits. Looking for 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5. Okay, no armors, but you will get your regen saves. So 4 regens. Oh, look at that. You only lose 2. Okay, so 1 river troll is down to 1 wound left. Right, let's try and get rid of this other Mangler with my Stonehorn here. On that side. And no, because he is Ballistic Skill 3. So that's the end of that. 3d3 impact hits from the Mournfang. 3, 4, 5, 6. Strength 5, toughness 4 on your big guns. So 3s to wound. Okay. That's going to be 4 of your lucky ward save things then, please. Okay. The Mournfangs and the Riders have swung. Only managed to get 3 wounds through. Absolutely pathetic. But can we get them? You got your Warpaint 6-up ward saves. Oh, you passed another 1. Okay, so that's only 4 that are killed. I'm just going to do my stomps now because it's not actually going to affect anything in terms of how many Shell can fight back with. Yep, so 2 more ward saves. Yeah, okay. So I managed to kill 6 in total. Let's see how these guys do swinging back. 29 attacks from these Savage Orcs coming into my Mournfang now, hitting on 3s. And thanks to Choppers, wounding on 3s. Which then becomes 10 armor saves now on a -2, putting me on a 4-up. Okay, that's not bad. And I can parry. Oh, I only failed 3. Look at that. I can parry on 6s with Iron Fists. No, I lose 3. So that is 1 Mournfang who is slain. And we'll work out the combat resolution. Thanks to those rather good armor saves, Mournfang have managed to win that combat by 1. However, the Savage Orcs are steadfast, so they are within range of the BSB as well. So it's going to be rerollable leadership 7 for them to stay there. Ooh, not first time round. Okay. Oh dear. No, they're turning and they're going. I will be overrunning you and trying to charge you down. How far do you flee? Okay, 9. Not a bad distance. Ooh, but not far enough. That's pretty significant for the Mournfang. Well done, guys. Turn 3 for the Orcs and Goblins. There are no animosity checks anymore. Nothing big enough to qualify for doing them. So there we go. Stupidity test on the Trolls first then, please. And 8, yeah, with the general being there. That is a pass. Do you have any charges this turn?
I do indeed. We are going into the lead belches.
Okay, I cannot stand and shoot because I'm slow to fire. I will just hold. Can you make it in? Any of the charges? 3, 9. You've possibly made it in. We'll double check on that one. Take it there wasn't any of the charges.
No.
Okay. Which way do you want your Mangler to go?
Straight
Down in
in
towards these guys. Okay. Let's see how far he goes, and then we'll measure up for the River Trolls and get them moved. Oh wow. Yeah, he's gone straight through that unit there. Get these guys in, get him out the other side, and then we'll work out how many hits he gets on my Iron Guts. The 9 inches was enough for the River Trolls to get in. There was another charge, which shall add, which was just the Spider Riders going back into the Tabor Tusk on that side. And the Manglers come all the way through this unit. 2d6, strength 6 hits.
Come on.
5, yeah, okay. So, we're wounding on, what, 2s? 5 wounds that go through. That is enough to finish off that guy who was on 2 left. And kill him. Not enough to cause a panic test, though. Black Orcs have just shuffled backwards a little bit and reformed round. They don't want to come into this killing zone. And as Michelle correctly pointed out, it was only 4 wounds that went through, which wasn't enough to finish them off. So I do have 1 back on 1 wound. Magic. How strong are the winds blowing? 7. Okay. Try my channel. Oh yeah, I get 1. So I'm on 6 to your 7. Okay.
Okay, starting with the Hand of Gork on my Mangler Squeak.
Okay. Love the sound effects. What do you got? 9, 10, 14, 16. It is cast. And you're going to probably put him somewhere down here and be really, really annoying. What, you got 3 dice left? Just leave me 1. I am going to try and stop you. Oh, wow. That's a lot of 6s. Yeah. That one is stopped. Okay. You know what you're doing next?
I do indeed. Foot of Gork and 3 dice.
Yeah, what you got left? You need some big rolls on this. Oh, pretty good. What are you on? 10, 12, 16. Cast on a 15. You have cast it. Very nice. Having just read how brutal that spell can be at strength 6 with the multiple wounds roll and the fact that when Shells look at place in the template, it hits like pretty much the entire unit -1. I'm going to use my Dispel Scroll on that one because I can't afford to let that go off. End of Magic. Shooting. It's the Doom Diver time. Where's he going to go?
He's going to go into there.
Okay, 6 inches away, and you get your glide back in. 5 inches, probably going to be able to clip into that unit. We'll just double check. No, he does land just short, even no matter how we tip his wings. There's no way that he can quite get over that unit. Okay, so it is Spear Chucker time. Where are they going to shoot? One on the tower first. Straight into there. Okay, hitting on a 5. Oh, he's misfired as well. What's he done? Just can't shoot this turn. And the second Spear Chucker.
We're going for your Morfang.
Okay, hitting on a 4 now, because I'm at short range. Oh, he manages to miss as well. Okay. Okay, that's the end of shooting. We'll come down to combat. It's going to be the River Trolls 1. Lebelchers had the higher initiative, managed to get 3 wounds through. Your slimy, horrible -1 to hit made a difference, but there's 3 regen saves. Oh no, you do fail 2. So that finishes him off. Puts him down to 2. But then there are going to be now 15 attacks coming back in against my ogres. We are the same weapon skill. I don't have that nice -1 to hit though. So you're looking for 4s to hit. And you're looking for 3s to kill. Not bad. How many is that? Quite a lot. So that's 1 finished off, 2, 3. I lose the whole back rank of ogres.
Oof.
Ogres have been resoundingly beaten in that one, lost by 6 points of combat res. I am within 12 of the general and the BSB, so at least I'm on leadership 9, so it's going to be leadership 3 re-rollable. Ooh, nearly. And with the BSB's re-roll, no. They are off. Do you want to pursue me?
No.
No? Okay. See how far I run. 8 inches, I'm going off. I think you have to take a leadership test to restrain pursuit. Ooh, 10. We'll double check what your leadership's going to be from this unit. There's no standard discipline, so it's only leadership 9, but you do get the reroll with the BSB.
Reroll.
Yeah, so you can make a reform move there. We'll get these guys moved. That's the end of the turn. Ogres, turn 3? Or was it 4? I've lost count. Coming up next. Ogres, turn 3. Got a few charges to go in this turn, starting with the big unit of Iron Guts and characters going into your River Trolls.
Hold.
Okay. Gonna do the Stonehorn down into your Black Orcs.
Hold.
And this unit of 3 bulls going into the Black Orcs as well.
Hold.
And the Mournfang down into your Spear Chucker.
Hold.
Okay. So, I don't think these guys can fail, but it's worth rolling for my Ogre charge anyway. Oh, yes. Very nice with the charge from them. The Stonehorn, he needs a 7. Oh, no! Okay. That's a shame, because that means these guys are probably going to get horribly butchered now. Come on, please fail. 6. We'll have to double check that measurement for them. And I don't think my Mournfang can fail over on that side. No, not with a 9. So we'll get those ones moved in. Let the Stonehorn stumble forwards. All of the charges have gone home, apart from that Stonehorn who just stumbled and tripped forwards. These guys managed to fail their rally check, even with the general stood behind them. They fled a little bit further. Takes us into the Winds of Magic. 9, pretty good. Let's try a channel for me. No channel for me. No channel for you. Starting off with Trollguts going down onto his own unit down there. That is cast. What are we on? 10, 19, 22, 26.
My turn to use the Dispel Scroll.
Yep, okay. Probably a good choice. So that's that one gone. Right, in that case, I will... you've still got 5 dice. I will 4 dice Toothcracker down on his own unit for the +1 toughness. Oh, what an ugly roll. Wow, 5, 6, 10. It is just cast. Can you dispel that with 5 dice? I'm going to guess you probably can. Oh, wow.
That's good.
Yeah, that's dispelled. Starting with the impact hits down here, just to mention that the Firebelly has made way with the Bellower just to get to the front so that he can use his breath weapon. It's not overly clear whether you can do a breath weapon from a supporting attack or not. Kind of the way it reads, I'm going to suggest you can't. But anyway, he's moved to the front. So I've got the 3d3 impact hits due to rolling so highly on the Ogre Charge for 3, 6, 9 impact hits. Oh dear. Okay. These with the Ogre Charge, I'm strength 4, 5, 6. So these are on 2s. Oh, I still managed to roll a couple of 1s. And I have the Banner of Eternal Flame on this unit, so there are no ward saves or regen saves. So 2 kills the one that's on 2, another one dies, another one goes down to 1 wound. That's a nice start. Rolling for the Firebelly now. He hits on 5s due to your slime. He's only weapon skill 3. So he's got 2 hits, strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wound. That's 2 more that go through. And again, there's no regen saves on there. So he loses 1 and whoops, don't have hands. Go down to that one, which means actually I think I'm probably not even going to bother using my breath weapon. The thought of the breath weapon is because I'm hitting on 5s with everybody because I'm only weapon skill 3, but I've decimated enough down. I don't think I'm going to need it. Does now mean that the Firebelly's at risk of getting squidged, however. Yeah, let's do the breath weapon. Go on. 2d6 for the breath weapon for 9 more. Strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to kill. That was disappointing. 3. It kills another one. 1 River Troll left on 2 wounds. River Troll's attacks all going into the Firebelly, you said, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
4s to hit. 1 hit. And 4s to wound. Yeah, you have managed to get a wound. Okay, that's 2 wounds that he has suffered now as well. And we'll let the rest of my unit swing back with the great weapons. The trolls were cut down to a troll by the flaming great weapons. Ogres passed their leadership test not to overrun and have reformed back round to this combat. This one has been resolved. The ogres didn't do brilliantly. Did manage to kill off the shaman who was stood down on this flank and 1 other black orc. They lost 1 ogre in return, so ignore that dice there. With the combat res, the ogres have actually lost by 2 points. I am within 12 of this unit down here, so it's going to be leadership 9 thanks to the general and BSB. So I'm down to leadership 7 on a reroll. I need them to stay 6. Yes, they're staying here. Well, let's do a reform move with those in a moment. And the Mournfang over here absolutely destroyed the spear chucker. And that's it for the end of turn 3 for the ogres. It's looking pretty good for the ogres at the minute. Let's see if the orcs can salvage this in any way with Orcs turn 4. Orc movement is complete. These guys did reform after winning their combat to face in. They need to break those ogres this time so they can turn back around. Ready for a charge probably for me next time. Spider Riders have run around to make a nuisance of themselves. And the Magnus Squig, it's now gone crazy after splatting through a unit and it ran off the wrong direction. There's no magic, so we go into shooting. You want to start with
Doom Diver.
Yep.
We are going straight in here.
Okay, let's see how accurate he is. Oh, he's got a hit. Very, very nice. Okay, D6, strength 5 hits for just the 1. Okay, looking for a 3 to wound.
Yay!
Yeah, you've got a wound, no armor saves. Bam, finishes off that 1 who was at the back. Okay. Spear chucker.
Yep, same.
Down here again, okay. No. We'll move on to the combat, which is down here. I think probably your Black Orc War Boss is going to be doing enough now just to chomp through them himself. He's got 5 attacks due to having his Sword of Battle with him as well. Hitting on 3s. Very nice. Loses his chopper rule now, but it's still strength 5, so 3s. That's 1 who is chopped down. Ogres managed to kill one Black Orc, only took 1 wound back in return. However, I've got hammered on this combat res. You got 3, 4 for kills, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of combat res to my 1. I've lost by 7, and due to having removed him as a casualty, I am now no longer within 12 inches of the BSB and the general. So that was a bit of a school error from me there. Means I'm on a snake eyes to stay. Nope, I am fleeing. Do you want to pursue?
No.
Okay. Do you want to take your leadership test to reform? Yeah, which you get that. Let's see how far I'm running. 8 inches that I'm off. We'll get those guys sorted. That's the end of turn 4. Nice quick one. Turn 4 for the Ogres. A couple of big charges coming in, and this is probably going to be where the game ends. Ogres, turn 4. I have a few charges to go in, pretty obvious ones. Starting with the Stonehorn going into your Black Orcs.
Staying put.
Okay, and the Iron Guts also going down into your Black Orcs.
Yep, staying put.
Okay, I don't have any other charges. If I charge the Mournfang in, there's dangerous terrain test through the woods, so we're not going to do that. Let's start with Stonehorn 4. I'm pretty much within 11 inches, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. And these guys, 8, yeah, they're going to be in as well. We'll get those guys moved. We'll try my rally for him, who is not on a snake eyes because he's not below 25%, having only started on 3. He does manage to rally. We'll go after you. Doom Diver, I think. Get the other ones moved up there, move in the chargers, come back from our magic phase. Movement phase is complete. Just worth mentioning, the lead vultures who were here failed to rally again, and they have now fled off the board. Moving into magic, I got 6 dice. I'm going to throw them all on a boosted tooth cracker for this unit, which will cover the the Stonehorn and the Lone Ogre. Okay, it's not irresistible. So I'm on 10, 20. Oh, I've shown 22. Then plus my 4. So what are you going to do? Throw all 5?
All 5.
Okay, you need a double 6, really? Oh, there you are, double 6. Successfully dispelled. Well done. That could be quite interesting. There's no point in me doing Troll Guts because you've got the Banner of Eternal Flame on them, don't you?
Do indeed.
Yeah, so no point with the regen. Cool, so that's it for magic. We don't have any shooting. It's going to go straight into combat. Starting with the Stonehorn, I have 3d3 impact hits from him. This is in lieu of making normal attacks, which is why he's a little bit naff, really. But anyway, so I'm on 3, 4, 5, 6 impact hits from him. Oops. Yeah. So that is 5 dead orcs from that one. And then the impact hits from my other ogres. Still got, 3 of them base to base. Ooh, don't want those dice. And I'm strength 4, 5, 6. So that's another 3. So that's 8 orcs who are slain through the impact hits. Combat has been resolved down here. The orcs started off with the Black Orc War Boss. He did manage to slay the Fire Belly, but in return, he was then cut down through the combined attacks of the Slaughtermaster and BSB. Rest of the Orcs managed to just chop their way through a load more of the Black Orcs, stomp on the rest. All that was left was the BSB and the one remaining unit champion from the Black Orcs, who were slain through Thunderstomps from the Stonehorn. So killed to a man. I think we're calling it there, are we?
Yeah, I think there's not much more I can do.
No, I mean, all you've got left is 3 Spider Riders, a Mangler that's going to go in his own direction, and a couple of War Machines. So it won't be too hard for me to try and mop up the rest of it, and we'd get much done in the remaining 2 turns. Absolutely brutal combat there. It was your dice rolls again, plagued by these dice with your animosity or your other issues, so that really didn't do you any favours. But good game. We'll wrap them up, have a little chat at the end. This is what's left for both sides at the end of the game. Quite a resounding victory for the Ogres. We said called it at the end of that turn 4. Wasn't a whole lot of point in playing on. Cheryl really unlucky with some of those dice rolls again. I think she's going to burn those purple dice and get a new set. We always knew it was going to come down to sort of how the big combats went out. We both had big blocks of infantry that just wanted to get stuck in. That's sort of how both lists had been built. The ogres just came out on top. Might have been different if some of those animosity checks hadn't failed and the Orc war machines had done a little bit better. Magic likewise as well, but that's just the way that the dice roll sometimes. So that's how it ends up. Max points for the ogres going forwards from the little leagues. They slain the general, captured the BSB in the resounding victory, and nothing for the orcs, I'm afraid, on that one. Hope you enjoyed watching it. It's certainly a blast to play. Very, very, very nearly back to sort of some form of normality here in the UK if the government COVID unlockdown stuff keeps going the way that it's meant to be going. So really, really excited to be getting some of the other armies back on, the vampire counts, these brand new lizard men, etc. Cannot wait to bring those to you. As always, please give us a like, drop us a comment. If you're not subscribing already, please do that. Really helps support the channel. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.